10 reasons why Jin BTS loves you S armies more. Number 3 will shock you into silence. Number 10, super Tuna, super iconic, super US viral. Okay, let's talk about the unexpected American moment that no one predicted Super Tuna. Yes, that ridiculous, high-energy, cartoon-level chaos song he dropped as a joke for his birthday. And what did American armies do? They turned it into a full-blown cultural moment. From TikToks at Disneyland to flash mobs in New York, Jin's fake fishing anthem broke the algorithm. And instead of being embarrassed, he doubled down. He laughed, supported the trend, and proved once again that no one rides the line between irony and sincerity like Kim Seokjin. Because only Jin could drop a song about a tuna fish, wear full sailor cosplay, and still look like the most lovable man on earth. And only you, American armies, would make it a movement. It's the kind of fan idol symbiosis that can't be manufactured. Just magic. Number 9, Jin doesn't just visit America, he performs love there. Think about this. Jin has performed in some of the biggest US stadiums, MetLife, SoFi, Soldier Field, places where legends like Beyonce and U2 have left their glittery soul prints. And instead of acting cool or detached, Jin gives everything. Not just vocals, not just synchronized choreography, but heart. He makes US concerts feel like chaotic family reunions. From leading chants in broken but bold English to doing that little flying kiss into finger heart move like he just invented love, he creates moments. Fans don't just watch him, they feel like they know him. And honestly, there's nothing accidental about that. Jin doesn't hide behind an idol mask when he's in America. He breaks the fourth wall, winks through it, and moonwalks into your emotional baggage with a healing spell and a super tuna dance. Number 8, American food, Jin's love language. Raise your hand if you've ever been personally victimized by Jin's mukbangs. Now raise both hands if he's ever made you crave In-N-Out because he casually demolished a double-double on camera like it was his civic duty. When BTS tours in America, Jin doesn't just eat, he celebrates. He treats American food like a beloved guest star in his personal sitcom. Whether it's burgers, pancakes, or a suspicious amount of lobster in Vegas, he devours everything with the enthusiasm of a man who believes food is love. And honestly, he's not wrong. It's more than gluttony, it's connection. It's him saying, hey, I'm in your country, I see your culture, and I'm going to love it loudly. And every time he praises American food, fans feel it. Because it's not just about the meal, it's about Jin showing he's present. He's with you. Also, he once tried root beer for the first time and said it tasted like medicine, and we forgave him, because that's love. Number 7, his airport fashion screams, I'm yours. You know how some celebrities dress like they're avoiding the FBI at LAX? Yeah, not Jin. Jin rolls up to American airports looking like he read your Pinterest board and said, I can do it better. Whether it's cozy boyfriend sweaters or aggressively soft cardigans, his fashion choices are like love letters stitched in cotton. One time he landed in LA wearing a Totoro hoodie. A Totoro hoodie. He's a grown man, a millionaire, but he chose vulnerable anime comfort character for you. That's emotional intimacy. That's fashion psychology. And he knows what he's doing. Jin's airport fits in the US, often toe the line between I'm famous and I could carry your groceries. It's disarming. It says, I'm Jin, worldwide handsome, but also maybe your emotional support H-Mart boyfriend? He knows exactly how to be both fantasy and familiar, and American armies are absolutely not okay about it. Number 6, the Algof, so you don't have to strategy. Here's the thing about being a K-pop idol in the US. Everyone's watching and half of them don't get it. Jin's solution? Beat them to the punchline. While others try to explain the art, Jin just danced like a wind-up toy on American talk shows, willingly. Remember his car door guy moment? The one where he went viral just for existing with cheekbones? He didn't milk it for diva points. He made fun of it, turned it into a running gag. By the time American fans were obsessed with his visuals, he was already undercutting it with dad jokes and unhinged screaming. He's a buffer, a walking tension release valve. When Jin clowns around in the US, it's not just to be silly, it's to protect the others. He absorbs the awkward, translates the pressure into humor, and lets armies breathe. Number 5, Jin's fan service is actually therapy in disguise. You ever notice how Jin's fan service isn't just flirtation? It's strategic emotional CPR. While other idols might throw hearts or do aegyo like it's a checklist, Jin crafts an entire emotional narrative with one look and a shoulder shimmy. When he tells US armies they're beautiful, it's not generic, it's personal. It feels like a targeted healing spell. He once pointed into the crowd and said, "You are the most precious." The person next to me literally sobbed into their nachos. That's the Jin effect. He's not just flirting, he's reparenting your inner child. And American fans, with their overthinking brains and underfunded emotions, eat that up. He meets them right where they are, extra, loud, exhausted, and desperately needing one K-pop prince to say, "I see you." Jin sees them not as a mass of screaming lights, but as individuals who matter. Number 4, he gave you a freaking moon. Let's just talk about Epiphany. That song, that's not a performance. That's a spiritual awakening in slow motion. Every time Jin sings it live in the US, it's like the air stops working. Armies forget how to function. Grown adults cry like their souls just got tucked in by a velvet-voiced angel. And it's not just the song, it's the way Jin sings it, eyes closed, face tilted to the ceiling, like he's downloading stardust straight into your emotional baggage. He could have chosen any solo vibe. He chose healing. He chose affirmation. Because when he sings, "I'm the one I should love," it's not just for him, it's for you. It's for every American army who needed a Korean man in sparkly silk to tell them they're enough. And somehow, it's more believable than your therapist. Number 3, fluent in love and slightly broken English. Here's a fact. Jin's English is a chaotic love language. It's not perfect, and that's exactly why it works. American fans don't need eloquence. They need vulnerability. They need "I purple you," whispered like a sacred spell from someone who means it, but also looks like he could be banned from karaoke night for being too confident. One of Jin's most iconic moments came during a US concert when he looked out at the sea of light sticks and said, "You guys are my happiness. Just stop. Who gave him the right?" It's the kind of raw sincerity that would sound cheesy in a movie, but from Jin, it lands like a confetti cannon full of validation. The way he speaks to US fans is like a mix of boyfriend energy and motivational speaker with a head injury. "Don't be sad, be happy," he once said with a giggle, as if that solved mental health. And somehow, it did. Because when it's Jin, you believe it. Number 2, the man studies memes like it's his job. Let's not lie. American armies are a lot in the best way. And Jin, he adapts. Like some rare Pokemon that evolves emotionally when exposed to a Twitter thread at 3 a.m. Remember when he started making those awkward finger hearts with full body commitment? You thought that was random? Nope, that was for you. Jin once said he reads comments and fan tweets, which means he knows. He knows about the jokes, the edits, the Jin is my emotional support Chaos King memes, and instead of ignoring or cringing, he leans in. He's the kind of celebrity who would see a meme of himself in a cowboy hat yelling "Yeehaw" and then wear that exact outfit to a concert in Texas. Number 1, emotional support himbo, but make it international. Imagine flying across the world, performing in front of 60 people who are mostly yelling in a language you didn't grow up with, and still making them feel seen. That's Jin in the US tour era. While most humans need a 3-day nap after ordering food in a different time zone, Jin stepped onto American stages like a proud, goofy diplomat of softness. He didn't just bring the vocals or the visuals, he brought emotional first aid kits disguised as dad jokes. There's a particular moment from BTS's Speak Yourself tour in the US that lives rent-free in ARMY's heads. Jin, sweaty, smiling like a Disney prince who moonlights as a comedian, looks into the crowd and says in his best attempt at English, "You guys make me worldwide handsome." It's self-aware. It's ridiculous. It's perfect. And it's not just for laughs, it's connection. He knows exactly what armies want, and he delivers it wrapped in pink laughter and glittery vulnerability.